Hello and welcome back to another episode of Girls in the Grandstand. Today we'll be talking about that chaotic Zandvoort race, but probably one of the best races we've seen this season so far. What did you guys think of the race today? Yesterday, even not today. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
No, yeah, it was a good race. I think if it wasn't for the weather, it would have been quite a standard, procession sort of race. It's not many overtaking opportunities here, but yeah, it was quite exciting, wasn't it?
I think the rain always does add that excitement. It's what we have needed
Yeah,
with the first half of the season, but we had
yeah.
to.
It was good to start the second half of the season on a race like this, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Max again won, so we don't really need to talk about that.
I don't think
But he did have definitely two new members on his podcast this weekend.
He did
definitely.
indeed.
I mean, Alonso's been there before, but it was nice to see someone new up there. I bet that made your weekend, didn't it, Jen?
I had a great weekend for once. I had a
For
wonderful
once.
time. I
You're
was
out of
happy.
therapy now.
I know, don't need therapy. Pierre was on the podium, Liam finished P13. I'm fine. I'm doing great. But no, I was really, really happy for Pierre because he's had such a hard first half of the season to come back and put it on a podium, especially for all the team back in the factory. I think this is the push that he needed to think, all right, okay, we've got the car. I did feel really, really bad for Ocon though, because it was just that red flag just completely and utterly like messed everything up for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that red flag. There's a couple of people that it, didn't go well for, which is, always the way with a red flag. Someone always loses out. I don't know. My views on the rules of the red flags.
Yeah.
I'm very passionately against people being able to work on cars during a red flag.
Yeah.
It does make sense, though. You shouldn't be able to fix your car if it's a red flag.
If there
No.
wasn't a red flag, you wouldn't have been able to do that to your car. And a red
No.
flag really is just a pause in the race. So
Yeah.
no one should be allowed to do anything, regardless of who it benefits and who it doesn't benefit. I'd still say the same thing if it was my favourite.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just one of those things that I don't like.
Do you think that's something that they will ever change?
No, it's been the rule forever, isn't it? And yeah, I don't think they'll change that. But yeah, I just don't think it should be that.
No, I agree. I think most people will agree with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bit disappointed as a Lando and McLaren fan yesterday. We had very good qualifying position for Lando and pretty good for Oscar, and they just didn't pit soon enough when that first bit of rain came down. And from then on, it was just a struggle for them to get back up to where they were. I'm quite annoyed by that. I was.
I think it must be so difficult sometimes in teams because, obviously if you get the rain and they have their radars, they should
Yeah.
know the best weather. Then you're kind of like, oh, what if it's just showers and then it dries up? It must like, I'd hate to be the final one that makes the decision of you come in or you stay out. Because obviously if it's wrong, like, most of the time it is, and it's like, oh, shit, I've made
Yeah.
some choice here.
No, I was with Lando when his engineer was just like, "Oh, we're faster on the slicks," and they're just like, "Well, no, we're not though, are we?" Because Deco pitted as soon as that rain came, and he was coming and overtaking these drivers that were at the front of the grid within a lap. So clearly, they needed. It was just too much rain for them to. I mean, I know Alex managed to stay on those soft tyres for a while after, but he did suffer because of it initially.
And I think with McLaren as well, because they are very good in the rain. So you'd think that, when that rain starts to come, you'd go first knowing that you're going to have a better advantage.
Yeah.
But obviously someone just didn't want to yesterday.
I think they definitely could have got more from yesterday, and they deserved more from yesterday. It's just a shame. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Sometimes we have bad weekends.
I'm pretty sure all Ferrari fans had a really
Oh my God. If I was a Ferrari fan, I think I'd give up at this point.
Yeah, I'd
stop watching.
Just watch a different sport.
Yeah. It's just so painful. The
It
fact
is.
that they weren't ready with the tyres just got
I mean,
me.
I get it was a late minute call, and he was, you know, just coming into the pit when he said it, but they still had time to run and at least start getting the tyres before he pulled up.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, they're all just there outside, like, all right, well,
just chilling.
anyone
What's going on now?
Or is he just come for a chill? Like,
are we getting tyres or?
yeah, maybe not. Yeah, and someone's like, yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
And then he had to retire anyway. So
Poor Charles. He had such a bad race.
I feel like they're just seeing how far they can actually push Charles before he breaks. Because every weekend it's something.
Yeah. His weekend was not the best weekend for Charles, was it? Unfortunately.
No, and he's I think recently he said, you know, that he wants to win a championship with Ferrari, but
it's not going to happen.
Really not unless they change like the whole structure of their team and get people in who actually know what they're doing.
They need a big shake up to be in with a chance of championships again, because there's no way. The way that they're at the moment, there is absolutely no way.
No.
It was it's a shame for George having to retire as well. Good qualifying position, and then
oh no, what a shame. Anyway,
poor George. Moving on.
Hey, look, we've got to be a bit unbiased sometimes. We're talking about the race as a whole here.
That is true.
It is true.
Felt bad a little bit. Well, I say I felt bad for Checo, but you know, you just don't stop speeding in the pit lane. Why do people continue to do this?
No one knows how to sort the cars and stuff before they get in the pit lane.
I don't understand how they do this all the time. Because
I know
it's a straight up penalty, so stop doing it.
Just stop. Like, as soon as you see that come up on the screen, you're just like, yeah, penalty.
Yeah, penalty's coming next.
Can argue that. You can't argue speeding in the pit lane. No. They can see all of the you'd think by now, with that's been around for so long now, that they'd be, and
I get they're out driving fast on track, but you also know the rules, so just stick to them.
Follow them.
Stop giving yourself penalties.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame he didn't get on the podium, but
yeah, I think he was another one, wasn't he, with the red flag as well, that really, because he literally pitted and then they
red flagged it. I felt so bad.
That must be horrible.
He was like sat at the end of the pit lane, like, okay, stay here now.
Thanks, guys.
But at least he was able to fix the damage of his rear ring from when he hit Barrett, which he wouldn't have been able to do. But anyway, enough of that.
Was a sad week. Well, sad weekend for Danny. Not the best time for him, as he's only just come back.
And then he breaks his hand.
Oh, it looked awful as well when you watch it back. Like you can just you can see the pain.
Dear, but gives Liam a chance to show what he can do. I think he did really well. Stepping into.
I felt so bad for him because he got literally everything thrown at him yesterday.
What a race to have your first race.
He must have gone back to that hotel and gone straight to sleep. Because red flag, safety car.
Literally deep end.
I think that's good though, and finishing where he finished proves that he can handle it.
Yeah,
you need to show. So
Exactly.
So we'll see.
See what he can do in
Potentially, we
Monza.
could see him 2024.
I think if he obviously took Yuki's place, I think him and Danny would be a really good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know they're not from the same place, but they've got same accent and it's not
It's the same
far.
place.
But I think they'd get on quite well. I think Danny would like take him under his wing. I think that would be a good set of them too.
I think
Yeah.
it'd be difficult for Danny not to get on with anyone though.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
He just seems like that kind of guy, that easygoing, just a nice guy. So I think anyone would be fine with Danny.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think as long as obviously we know that Liam's going to be in the car for Monza as well now. So hopefully he can just continue to show what he can do, and yeah, could be good for him. See him in a car for
Yeah.
I think he needs this experience as well. Like, obviously, he's been in different series, he's up and down, like around the world, but this is a completely different experience for him. And I think he needs this. And the fact that he finished 13th yesterday proves just how good he can be in an F1 car, especially that he's in an AlphaTauri as well, and he managed to finish there.
Yeah, I think I think he has sort of shown that he deserves at least a shot at a seat.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that develops.
Oh, I do like it over the Christmas break when everyone,
Yeah,
when it starts to get near and everyone's like, oh, so when they confirm like the lineup and you're waiting and you're just waiting for everyone to do it. Hopefully, like they actually let us know and we don't have what we had at the start of this season where people were going to teams that wasn't going to teams and nobody knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah, that was chaos.
Just straightforward, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we will see.
Yes, we will. Yeah, it was good to see a bit of a different podium. I think that's what we always get with races like that, is just seeing, just completely shakes up the order, doesn't it? I quite like it when it's like that.
Yeah, it was exciting yesterday. I did like that race a lot.
Yeah,
I think it's a good start back into the season. Hopefully from here on out we get some really, really good ones. I mean, Monza, I think Monza is pretty much everybody's favorite. Well, one of the favorite tracks. I think everybody loves it here. So hopefully it's a good one.
Monza is one that I always look forward to. And I know it's your guys' favorite track, isn't it, of the calendar?
I love it. I just think it always provides good races, and it always seems to be unexpected winners there. So
and that's what I'd like to hope for. But
get a Ferrari on the podium, please.
I don't think. I think we all know already who's probably going to win that.
Well, we know who's going to win. Look, let's not pretend that we don't know. Unless something happens, we know who's winning the race.
Yeah, whoever's going to take P2 or 3 is up to anyone.
Yeah,
that's what's most exciting. Forget about first.
First doesn't really count anymore.
No,
I think we should add like a P4 as well, podium, and then just Max can just win on his own, and then
Max can have his own separate podium.
Yeah,
and then we'll have a podium for P2 to P4.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's something we need to look into.
Yeah. Something to pitch to F1.
Yeah, I feel like just whichever team are dominating that year, you just get your own race and things. You do your own. You do you.
You do.
Everyone else is
give everyone else a chance. I think the crowd at this race.
Oh my God, I could get over them.
Any race.
Just the whole vibe. I mean,
it was such a party vibe.
During the flag, all the marshals doing the conga. It was, yeah, it's definitely one that I want to go to just for the atmosphere and the
Yeah.
vibe, I
Yeah.
think. I mean, there's a lot of orange there. Luckily, I'm a McLaren fan, so I'll fit right in.
I'll just stick out. It's all right.
You stick out. But I'll go blend.
Well, yeah, I'm of McLaren, and but also I am a very big fan of Max. So
Exactly.
Don't get right involved with them.
take me as one of their own. I'd be happy with that. I just think, and it again makes me sad. Like the atmosphere when we was in Barcelona, just when
It
you
wasn't
watch like, other
anything like
races
that.
like yesterday, and just think, God, nothing really happened in our grandstand at all.
No, everyone was dancing and singing and having a great time yesterday. And I'm just like, I just want to experience that.
Like, how dare you?
We're just sat there in silence.
The atmosphere, the 2 times I've been to Silverstone were better than Barcelona as well.
I don't know if it's just like where we was that must have been, I don't know, where everybody goes to just relax.
But the
Relax. Yeah, the relaxing stand of.
We missed the party vibe area.
We did. I think we needed to be on the other side. But we know.
the other side to opposite to where we were. It might have cost an extra couple of grand on top of what we paid.
Yeah.
They all looked like they wasn't even enjoying themselves.
Oh no, definitely not.
You can't be, sipping champagne, having a chin wag when there's F1 cars driving past you. What's the point?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Zandvoort needs to be on our list for next year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%.
I need to go and experience the chaos and the party and the singing and the dancing. We'll come back with no voices, guaranteed.
I'll lose mine on the first day.
Yeah. There'll be no voices.
That's like you definitely need to not fly home Sunday.
Oh yeah, you have
That's
to stay.
not a chance.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm not doing that ever again. Okay.
You
Decided.
definitely, if you're gonna go to that kind of race, you want to, like, I can imagine like the street parties that they have afterwards.
Oh god, yeah.
Would be insane. And you'd want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe like a late Monday flight so you can actually function on when you get.
Yeah. Or a Tuesday flight.
Yeah. Stay all week.
Yeah.
I'll do it, why not?
I mean, I'll be able to next year.
Yeah, I definitely want to go there.
Yeah, it's definitely on the list for sure.
Looks like we've picked our race for next year then.
Yeah.
It feels like strange how we're like sort of into like the next part now, and I think, oh, we've not really got that long left.
I know, it's literally like flown by. Like it doesn't even feel like 2 minutes ago it was starting the season. And now we're like nearly at the end.
Yeah, the championship will probably be wrapped up by Japan.
Yeah. Max can just sit out that race. The races after he wins for Japan. Let someone else in his seat.
I think he should, to be fair. I think
Just one race out.
once it's been decided, he might as well just sit back and watch everyone else.
Let someone else have a go.
Yeah.
Let someone else have a win, please. Let someone else on that podium.
Yeah.
Let someone else host your podcast for you.
Get Lando up there. You know, your friend. So why not?
Yeah, if you can have your buddies out, that'd be great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's all I've really got to say.
I don't think there's much else you can say on that race. It was just, I still don't fully comprehend what happened, to be honest.
No,
There's chaos everywhere.
The crash that Zhou had was quite heavy, and it's good.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, they couldn't really do anything about that, could he? Once the car had gone onto that water, that was it. He was just a passenger.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what happens in rain. Do you think that the race would have been red flagged if he hadn't have crashed?
It's hard to say because obviously the rain was really, really bad and like the visibility was getting bad. Would they have done it if he didn't crash? Is the like question.
Because I only had like 7 laps left. And obviously Ocon was already on the wet tyres, which he was a bit fuming about. and Max and Checo came in and pitted onto the wet tyres. If everyone had come round then and pitted onto the wet tyres, would the race control would have been like, well, okay, they're on the wet tyres. Or maybe they would have just thrown a safety car or something instead.
I mean, is that not what the tyres are for?
Yeah, that's it. We've got the wet tyres.
But it seems like I get the red flags, it is dangerous, but it's also their job. Like they know what they're doing. They've done it many times in the rain.
Yeah.
If they've got wet tyres on, unless, sometimes in places you do get drivers complaining about it. But if nobody's mentioning the rain and just kind of getting on with it, then just get on with the race.
Mm-hmm.
That's, what's the point in having wet tires if you're not
using them?
Yeah, that's it.
Don't have them then.
Yeah. No, it's
I think Ocon would have been happy about. He would have been the happiest about that.
Yeah, I think if the red flag hadn't have been thrown and they would have carried on, I think he would have realised, oh, okay, I'm on the right tyres already.
Yeah, that's it.
It does make you think though, if he carried on and everyone else had then pitted for wet tyres and he was already on them, how far up could he have finished?
Yeah.
It's just, you never know now, will we?
Never know.
We'll never know. We'll never find out.
Well, we demand a redo.
Yeah. I'd stop the red flag. Just go again.
But be absolutely bone dry. Just be a normal race where sits where they are.
Just a normal, boring race.
Yep. I saw something yesterday that said that there might be some rain in Monza this weekend as well.
God. That could be very exciting though.
We'll just have to see if that actually happens. But I can't remember where I saw it now. I think it might have been a McLaren video, when they do the videos at the end when Oscar and Lando do a video at the end of the race. I think it was one of them two that mentioned that there was some rain forecast over the weekend next weekend.
Well, it can change in a week, so we'll see.
Yeah, what's going to happen.
There's one thing you can't really control or predict.
No.
Weather.
Well, that might make it a bit more interesting.
Aye.
Yeah.
This has been my favourite race for the past 2 years. So
yeah,
I'm hoping for that same again, or I'll be disappointed. It's a straightforward, boring one. I'll be absolutely livid.
Well, we will see. I mean, like we said, we know who's winning. It's just what the battle behind will be like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as long as that's good.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you DNF, then then we might be in for a really exciting race.
Oh my God.
It could be anybody's. Well, P1.
Yeah. Anybody could take that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's hope for a good one then.
Definitely.
Indeed. Yeah. So we will see you all in Monza next week, and we will see if it's as much as chaotic as this was. But we will see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.
Bye.